Today, we're getting a new wash plant. Probably renting a skid steer and maybe leaving us with about 300 bucks in our bank account. Today, we're finally going to be mining the main section of the claim. Spent a little time off recording, getting the little, what I'm calling the sandbox cleared out. Be honest, if this doesn't pay off, we might be going bankrupt again. Absolutely crazy that we just keep scraping by just barely with the funds that we have. But we'll go take a look here. You can see kind of the work we did here. Got pretty much most of it cleared out. You can see little bits here and there. You know, we did our best. We did our best. We had the little mini excavator over here in the wash plant, filled out about as much as we could. And right now, we got 8.7 ounces of gold. So we're gonna go into town. We're gonna get that turned into a gold bar, go rent ourselves a skid steer, get it transferred over to the property, and then of course we're gonna go over to the bank. We're gonna get this deposited in, buy some extra stuff here, maybe even some extra tools, a generator, stuff like that, because of course we're gonna get hit with the royalty. That's what that additional $1,700 was. Since it is free to rent the old Arnold parcel, we still do have to pay a percentage of the gold that we find. So kind of overlooked that one a little bit. Like I said, last time we played this, or at least myself, yeah, last time I played this, I was on a different claim. I wasn't on the old Arnold parcel and completely forgot that we got to pay royalties. So that was a big surprise here. But let's get this gold, take it over to the bank, and do a little shopping. And guys, I'm totally aware, I don't know what happened, but in our controls, the flashlight button was unbound. I was like, I could have sworn there was a flashlight in here. So we got that now. So we might start doing a little bit of night digging, that kind of thing. I'm gonna be looking at getting, let's see how much this cost, $866. Look, I'm probably gonna buy some lighting too and a generator. So we're just gonna wait for this to melt on away. And there we go. We got our gold loaded up. Let's get over to the bank. Some other big things that changed about the game is I ended the tutorial. It was just kind of getting annoying, always sitting up there in the top corner. We've played the game before. We're gonna, you know, work our way through the tiers. So right now we're working on the tier 1 plant, maximizing our efficiency here. I may even just run both mobile wash plants, but there was a lot of restrictions that was doing for us. You know how we came in here and we were like, oh, I'm just gonna get a loan and, you know, we're gonna get $1,000. Well, we were limited to a $600 loan due to the tutorial. So now you guys will see that that is no more. Look at that, $9,500. Let's go. I'm feeling pretty good right now. We got 15,000. We are going to probably still just rent the skid steer and keep saving up to actually permanently own those vehicles. And then it might even make sense for us to get the drill. But let's see here. So yeah, if we take a look at the loans here, you can see we can now take, you know, a $13,000 loan if we really needed to. Obviously they absolutely murder us with those interest rates, but I'm gonna try to do it without. You know, I don't want to be owing the bank and doing all that kind of stuff again, but keep our precious gold to ourselves, you know. Get over to the store. We're gonna be buying the mobile wash plant. Like I said, we're starting out strong here. We started with this little guy. It's decent, but it's kind of slow, not gonna lie, it's kind of slow. I don't fully remember how this one works, but we're gonna figure it out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a generator or something with that. Well, we should have enough fuel. Let's see here. We're gonna need some electrical cables, power splitter maybe, and some lighting. Let's order 2 work lights, add that in. We're gonna get the power splitter for our work lights. Let's get a few cables, at least 3. We got our generator with the work pump. I'm hoping that's enough for our mobile wash plant. Where are the generators? Electric water pump, mobile generator. Here we go. We're probably gonna go negative. I'm not gonna lie. Once the day rolls over, Probably gonna go negative because it's looking like 6,600. So this is what I was originally planning on doing before we went out and mined out the rest of that off recording. But you know, now we got a little extra money to mess with, and we'll see what we can do about doing that skid steer. I think that's gonna help us kind of get nice down and deep in there, and then as we dig it out, we're gonna be pushing the mobile wash plant into that hole and just kind of consistently filling. Whew, man. That hurts, you know. It's just, you gotta hope that we're doing this correct. And wait a second, shoot. Okay, we need 2 more cables. We need the big boys. I forgot these guys. We need 2 of those. Better to have too much than not enough. Yeah, I felt like an absolute doofus that I couldn't figure out the flashlight, and then I was just thinking about it, and I was like, oh, you know, let me just go into the keybinds real quick, see what it is. And sure enough, it was unbound. Oh, a little bit better experience. I felt really bad because episode 2 was like pretty dark because of the location we were in. We were kind of behind that mountain a little bit, and not good. Oh my gosh. I'm really hoping this stuff kind of locks in as we put it in the back, but may not be the case. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, just put it through put it through the truck bed. Let's see how it does. We'll probably drive in third person, make sure we don't leave any, you know, work lights on the side of the road. Yep. Okay. It's definitely going through the no. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. I'm excited about this one though. This is gonna get us a lot more. Yep, that's normal. That's normal. Just flying around. Okay, still not close enough. So touchy. The truck is really touchy. There we go. Mobile wash plant on. I'll see you guys back at the claim. I really can't wait till we get into some of the bigger stuff. 25,000. That's a lot of money though. This beastly boy right here. Woo. Had one of those in, rent it. It's about, you know, $600 in rentals right now. How much is it to rent this guy? 335. That might be worth doing. Just, we might need the additional vehicle slot on the claim, but you know. So we're gonna check out, run unloader, switch it over there, move machine. There we go. Let's get to the claim. Oh my God. Don't mind that. Oh my. I forgot how janky the trailers can be. It's so crazy. Oh, buddy. And there it is. We got our little skid steer. I'm excited for that. Oh, come on, truck. You can do it. Apparently you can't. Let's just whip her around here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like right about, you know what? Let's just do this. We're going to put it right where the full wash plant would usually be. Yeah, how's that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good. That way it's like kind of backed up to where we're going to be digging. And then, like I said, we'll kind of start moving it once we get a better idea here. Disconnect this. And yeah, so there's our electrical that we need for it. So let's get these guys out. Don't want them to be in the way. So I don't want to be knocking over work lights, but you know, we probably didn't need the splitter yet. Go. Oh no, I definitely did need the splitter. Look at that. Look at that. I tell you, we were thinking ahead on this one. Okay, let's grab the splitter. Gonna make this somewhat organized. Only got 20% gas in there. That's hilarious. Hey, you know, at least they gave us a little bit. Click that one in. Go. You know what? We don't need this one anymore. So let's just put it right near it. Then we'll take this guy and go off the splitter over here. There we go. So now when we fire that up, where's the button? Where is it? Like, am I dumb? Oh, there we go. There we go. So we got power, and now we just need to figure out how to get water out here. Oh no. Okay, let's turn this off because we got that running. We got some nice lighting going on. I think we'll probably just leave this here for now until we need to use it. Okay, I'm kidding. We're taking the truck. I kid. Yeah, so I forgot that we did a massive cleanup of our site over there, so everything's in here now. Actually kind of works better for us. So it doesn't seem like the slots really matter unless we need to transport stuff, because this is still here. We got the skid steer over there. We got the excavator. This is what we need though. We need our water pump. Probably gonna have to get some extenders and some hoses for this. I'm hoping it takes the small one. Let's see how close we have to be to the water. So we got water right there. We have the water tower over here, but it's broken right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, just $150,000. Okay. Let's see, what's the best bet here? We just like run it straight down. I think that's what we do. We're gonna like literally run through where we would be setting up an actual wash plant. This is when the fuel's gonna get a little crazy. Now we got generators and we got the water pump. So let's see which one's in and which one's out. In. Okay. How long is this? Please tell me it's long enough. Please tell me it's long enough. Hallelujah. Now, what's the hookup on the mobile wash plant? Is that a standard hose, like the little mini? Or is this guy gonna take the big boy? I think it takes the big boy. That looks like right there. Is that 3? 15.9 gallons per minute is what it needs and 200 kilowatts. Guess there's one way to find out, right? We just slap this guy, see if it connects anywhere on here. Oh, it does. Okay, I was wrong. My bad. Yeah, let's not just do the extra run just cause. Pull that back a bit. There we go. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so may have to move it to be more in line. Okay, let's go up top. Geronimo. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see if we can get it running. Hopefully we get enough water. Otherwise we're gonna get really poor cleanouts. Got that running. I will probably put the pressure stuff on. Okay, so that's that. Then we gotta turn this guy on. Which appears to be working. Look at that. I do like that we can just kind of turn it off when we need to. That way we're not burning through a ton of electricity for these lights, because man, look at that. That's much better. So we're almost there. I'll get back to you guys once we get the excavator and the little skid steer out there. I don't want them to be in the way, so I don't want to be knocking over work lights, but oh man, what have I done? Oops, there you go. Okay, I totally didn't hit it with my car. Hey, you know, the front end loader here, or skid steer, whatever you want to call it, has got some real legit lighting on it. Let's see, I wanted to check this, but can we get the bucket up that high? Dang. So we may have to try to get this thing lower. Once it's lower, we'll be able to use the skid steer. It's just not happening right now. It's unfortunate. Oh, there's a diff lock on here. We'll see what we can do about throwing in some dirt here. We did grab a bunch of our buckets here, put it in there. We'll see, you know, how much more dirt this one can hold. I mean, pretty much the mini one, we only could hold like 3 scoops in this thing. So let's hop in. See what we can do about filling some of this up. I did fill up all of our generators, so let's get the lights on. Make sure this guy's off, and it is. There we go. We got some full legit lighting to work with here now, so definitely enjoying that. May or may not have hit our rental with the truck, but we're not going to talk about that. I think we'll keep her nice and close, like something like that. Okay, first scoop on the full legit claim here. Where are we struggling? There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one holds a little bit more dirt, guys. Just a little bit more. Unless that was just a really bad scoop. I mean, we're on pretty shallow ground right now too. You can see we just like literally are just scooping up the top layer. So maybe we'll go a little bit further in, kind of see what that looks like. But hey, full first run on the new wash plant. Gotta love it. I just don't want to mess up our pathing over here. Oops. I just really don't want to be wasting these days. You know, we ended our first day pretty early, and then we got slapped with being pretty deep, like pretty heavily into debt right off the rip. And that was not good for us. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we can scoop up a little bit more. Not looking too good. Okay. So let's see what we can do right about here, maybe. There we go. You get some nice full scoops here. Yeah, it's crazy. This wash plant is really dwarfing our mini excavator. I think big excavator is going to be in our future here. Let's see. That was a really good scoop. Still, really goes to show the size of that wash plant. It served a very good purpose of that original panning area. We were able to actually clear it out, do some cool stuff with it. But now it's time. It's time to be getting some legit dirt here. Yeah, we're looking at about 10 scoops with the mini excavator. That seems to get us close, kind of close to filling her out. Nope. See, that's what you don't want to do right there. Just ended up tilting my bucket a little too much and we lost a bunch of pay. There we go, 25% to go and we'll get our first run. It just happened anyways. We got smacked. We got smacked with the summary. Look at that, 6,600 plus $660 on rent. I think we're negative. I think we're negative. Oh no, we're not. We got $500 to our name. That's what I was telling you guys. We're like on the verge of bankruptcy all the time. Hey, you know what? Ain't no worries. Ain't no worries. We got the new wash plant. We got some new tools on the claim. I ain't even worried about it. We already got the generator running. It's burned through 71%. Man, that thing eats fuel. Let's get it rolling. Oh wait. Gotta turn the water on. I was just wasted a bunch of dirt, a bunch of pay. There we go. Yeet. Okay, water, electricity. Let's send her. I don't expect the best pay right there. It's like on the edge of the claim. Man, it is eating through it though. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can see the rocks coming down over here. The big stuff. And that was 12% off of a full fill there. That's crazy. We ain't made of money, so, you know, save fuel while we can. This guy's still burning away. Trying to keep filling. Here I brought like 4 buckets like we were going to be processing dirt like nobody's business. Ooh, I think we need to pull the bucket out, to be honest. This guy's got to come out. Yep, there we go. Hook her up, and now we just let her kind of roll back. Okay, they were kind of much lower here. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, we'll give it a hard try. Want to see what kind of buckets we're looking at with this. This thing's got some pretty legit lights on it though. We're at 13%. Bring her up. Yep, that might be the move. We didn't even dump the whole thing. Look at that. Problem with this though, we have a very high probability that we can just fall in, and it's a little slow, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I do want to check is our pressure levels. Okay, so it's not performing to its fullest, but that is enough to run our system. 21 gallons per minute, 16 gallons, so max I can do is 21. We're looking at about 16. We got 200 on the electricity and 16 gallons per minute. So cool. We're not having any sort of loss there. Oh no. Oh no. We've done it now. Alright guys, there it is. About 3.5 in-game hours later, and we got 99% in this bucket. I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what the difference is. We definitely processed a lot more dirt, so maybe it's more refined. But compared to the little mini wash plant, we were pushing like multiple buckets through. I guess only one way to find out, right? Let's go do some pans. That sucker burned through almost a full 5 gallons. So we keep hearing these wolves. Hopefully the dozer over there is going to keep us safe from the wolves. Okay, go. Yeah, look at this. See, we got a nice little light now. 1 bucket, 1 pan. Come on. Hoping to see greatness here. Okay, that's first wash. We're at 0 too. I don't know, they look the same. It's not looking good. Oh, maybe. You know, I spoke too soon, because you know what was it, 1.99 ounces per bucket? This bucket's got 4 of these pans in it, so I think we got some average gold going on. You know, I was, you know, having dreams of spectacular payouts. I mean, that's a nice pan. It really is. It was a lot more dirt though. We'll go take a look at it after this so you can see the amount of dirt. We pretty much cleared the equivalent of what the little sandbox was where we were doing the hog pan, just over in the main claim. And I mean, we are scratching the surface on that. But I think to really start making money on this claim, we're gonna need either rent an excavator or something like that and get one of the drilling machines out here. Start drilling some holes, checking for gold levels, and, you know, do some core and pull some core samples out. So we got 4.3 ounces out of that bucket. That was the last pan, and just double checking. Yeah, that was the last pan, and that is not bad. That is not bad at all. So we're gonna go sleep real quick. We'll go to the bank tomorrow morning and the blacksmith again. There we go. Look at that. 9 o'clock. We got light on the claim. We can unplug some of our lights here and only worry about, we got a broken machine. I leave the light on. That's why you always check your machines before you sleep. Oh, there we go. It was literally the open Yeah, that does it. Yeah, so we completely toasted a battery. Detach. So I guess we'll probably see what we can do about selling this. And we're going to head into town. I think we could do a little, you know, get things working a little more efficiently. But hey, 500 bucks in our pocket. We got 4.3 ounces of gold from a very quick cleanup there. I want to see what the price looks like on the excavator, as well as maybe even take a look at the wave table. I'm getting a little tired of the manual pan cleanouts. I think we'll still do them on occasion just to kind of check out what it looks like with some, you know, insane cleanouts. But let's head over to the blacksmith, get this smelted down. 4.3 ounces of gold. Smelt it. And we'll head on over. Let's go check out the excavator. One thing we could have done to just keep mining out that gold today. Oh, hey, look, there's my jerry can. I was wondering what happened to this thing. Okay, so we could have taken the battery from our truck and just slapped it into the excavator and kept working. But yeah, that looks like the smallest excavator we can get. We got this big boy, the Minotaur. And then small excavator, 16,000. The rental cost is not far from what the mini excavator is. So I think we might take the excavator, depending on how much money we get, because we spent about $400 to get that gold smelted down. This excavator is costing us $260 a day. 400 extra bucks for the full real deal. That could be game changing for our little wash plant there. But I do want to get the wave table before we do that. Otherwise, we are going to be drowning in panning. So this is the drilling machine too I was talking about. This smaller, cheaper drill, which you can get straight into the rich spot seeking. So that could be very useful versus this big boy over here. This one is wild. 78,000, and renting it is about $3 grand for the day. So we might have to do a little spot seeking, that kind of thing, but I'm thinking we're definitely going to be looking at getting this excavator running. So let's go pick up our gold. We're going to swing by the gas station before going over there, and let's get it deposited, see what kind of money we got to work with. Because we're looking at about $600 to rent that thing, another $400, so $1,000 to get the big excavator over, maybe $1,400 because we're going to have to take something off of our property. Just trying to make moves here, you know, like we really need to start upping how much we can do. Look at this light system trailer. This thing's crazy. It's only 8,000. It runs on gas, so that's, you know, when we want to get away from the generator thing. Mobile water tank might be good too. Fill it up with water. I have to look into that. 4,300 for the wave table. Tired of panning gold manually? Buy a wave table, pour the soil inside, and look at how your jars are filling with gold. That really cut down on it, that's for sure. And like I said, that magnetite separator, that takes a lot of magnetite out, and we can give that to our blacksmith. And if we give that to our blacksmith, we can then use that magnetite to start doing upgrades. So less gold loss, max for gold bar size, cost, or time. And there we go, we got our gold bar. Head to the bank. Oh, we do also have to buy a battery while we're out here too. Don't think they're gonna be too happy about us returning our excavator with no working battery. $4,600 puts us just short of, I think, doing everything that we want to do. So we might be stuck manually doing a few more pans. Wave tables in our future. I think we get the big excavator over to the property. We'll do a few scoops of that. Get another clean out here. We need a part. Here's a battery. Man, it'd be nice if they just had a charger for it. 130 bucks. A big oops. I think we can sell the old one for at least the core on it. To be honest, the truck's running a little low on fuel. So we're gonna fill this guy up, and we're gonna fill the truck up. Be our actual first fill up on it. Let's see, we're looking at 56 bucks for that. For the truck, 177. Ain't bad, ain't bad. I mean, that's a lot, but at the end of the day, we're gonna need it. I did see as we were pulling into the gas station, so we saw that we had the mobile water. So kind of just being able to pump water wherever we need it. We're gonna need it for other claims for sure, because some of them aren't as lucky as having, you know, a river right there. But right here, you can see that we have the water tower, and it looks like, oh my god, freaking ad break. We could just fill up from local water tower. Could be a great way for us to recover some money though. I feel like if I'm spending money to rent something, this is much more worth it to get the big excavator. It's gonna dwarf our mobile wash plant for sure. Okay, so that's 651. Okay. And then we need to get the, what's the upgrade cost? Yeah, 50,000 to get an additional thing. So I think what we're gonna do is they want $3,000. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Okay, so this is just everything on the claim. So they just want 1,500 to transport that thing because it's so big. I thought the trailer was counting as a machine this whole time, but I was definitely wrong about that. My bad, guys. Cool. So 1,500 is expensive to move it, but if we commit to using the big excavator, let's do it. We got $2,200. You know, that little savings that we got is slowly increasing for us. We can also always sell this stuff on our claim instead of moving it. So like, it's not going to make sense to move the mini wash plant. A lot of details on the new game I'm not, you know, fully informed on. I'd be curious to see if, like, you know, we're able to do prospecting claims. So a lot of the times in the show, what you would see is somebody would come out and say, hey, I got this claim that you could rent, and they'd claim that there'd be all this gold on it, and they would allow them to come out with a gold pan or a small wash plant and run it for just, oh my gosh, look at that, look at it, and actually, you know, like run a full system on it and see what kind of gold they get out of it, just to kind of verify. You know, I imagine renting out a claim and just fully getting burned on it, like there's just not a lot of stuff or a lot of gold. So we'll get this guy down here and replace this battery. Okay, already got this opened up. We have the yeah, look at that, first part repair. So we have the part analyzer, so you can see right here, like we got our teeth on our excavator. Those are going to wear out, so that's at 90%. That's from scraping the hard ground, or if we have frozen ground, that's going to increase the wear and tear on that. Oh, so let's get this screwed back up, and we're going to move some of this stuff out of the way and back over into our little warehouse. We'll get the big boy over here. Just kind of cleaning up the claim here. We're about to get in the big boy. There we go. We got our 2 rentals put away for now. We'll probably be returning those. I'm thinking we're going to like this one. Let's fire her up. Oh yeah, and we got brights on this one too, which is kind of a big deal in my opinion. Yeah, we gotta go third person on this one. Just gonna burn fuel like crazy, but I'm thinking we're gonna fill this wash plant in no time. We're gonna be sitting there with 4 buckets before we know it. Man, here I was thinking it was gonna be like 11 o'clock, nice and sunny, like when we woke up, and sure enough, we got more snow today. The reach on this is going to be insane too. Not cool. We got like a little watchtower all the way at the back of the property. Oops, rolled over that. Let's just slap her down right here. Turn it off not to waste some fuel. And let's get our generators on. Let's see, I think I got a little fuel left in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. You know what? Actually, let's wait. Let's wait on it. Let's not run it right away. Mainly because I want to see what kind of fill we're getting on one bucket. It's huge. See, and we got this guy, which I'm pretty sure will preserve our dirt when we scoop it. So let's see. Let's just get a nice scoop here. There we go. Nice full scoop. Look how fast it is too. That's kind of insane. Yeah, 4 scoops, 25%. That's even better than our little skid steer. I don't really know the purpose of that one unless we just want to run only a mini wash plant. But this is gonna be quick. Look at that, 50% scoop, just like that. How quick was that? That was insane. Let's turn these on. This is true, like, okay, now we can be sitting in the excavator and just keep filling our wash plant. We're just gonna be kind of struggling between switching out buckets so we're not wasting gold. Send it. I want to overload it. There we go. So it's important to know what a full bucket is, because we can watch that percentage go down to 75% and drop another bucket in. There we go. This is the money maker right here. Might have to buy one of these. 15,000 ain't too bad at the end of the day. This thing's got some serious teeth on her too. Well, that was the fastest bucket I think I've ever filled. We might need another scoop, but holy, Look at this hole we just dug. Absolutely insane. Yeah, let's do one more scoop. One more scoop ought to do it. It doesn't even have to be a full scoop. We'll just kind of like do like that and just dump it. All right. Yep. I'll take 99% on that. Well, I can tell you this much. Is it worth renting the big excavator? Heck yes. No joke. The mini machines DLC is pretty cool though. It enabled us to go in and literally mine out that section of hog pan stuff. Whereas we wouldn't be able to get an excavator back there like that guy. But this is definitely essential for over here. We got a ton of dirt to move. But you know, we're gonna go pan this up. I'll let you guys know how much gold. Comparison between us using the mini excavator and the skid steer, that was unbelievably quick. Well, was it as good as our other pan? No, but I'm probably going to chalk that down to location, what we were digging, that kind of stuff. We were doing a lot more surface pulls off of the small excavator and all that, whereas this, we touched the bottom just briefly. But you know, I think it's totally worth it. To be honest, we're gonna wrap it up there. Next time, on the next episode, we are gonna work on getting our rentals back and returned. Look at getting a wave table so we can stop manually panning this stuff and continue absolutely abusing our mobile wash plant. We're gonna push as much dirt as we can through there until we can't handle it no more, and we're going to save up for some of these bigger things. Get a trommel going, maybe a shaker, dump trucks, and all sorts of stuff. So if it was only about $600 a day to rent the excavator, I can't imagine a dump truck would be too bad. So we got a lot of dirt to be moving. So, and of course we do also have like the orange beast on this claim. I'm not sure if it's every claim that has these locations, but you know, we got a lot of dirt to get through here, so we'll get through as much of it as we can. If you guys like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been so supportive of this series. I've always loved Gold Rush the game, aka Gold Mining Simulator, and we're gonna be playing a lot more of it. And I'll be trying to get multiple videos out to you guys per week on some gold mining simulator. I'm really excited for the sequel. It should be great. Multiplayer is going to change the game on gold mining. It's a little rough being out here, guys. It's a little lonely. It's just me, a bunch of snow, and a whole ton of dirt, and a lot of gold that needs to come out of that dirt. So appreciate you guys so much. You have a good one. See ya.